Hey, MCHS Religion Nines. I've heard the cry for help. You might have started off a new series here. This is like Jesus Take the Wheel or something. This is the best time I got to fire off quick answer. Hey, the other day, my wife Judy was coming in late from being out for the day, and we didn't have supper ready. So I was like, "Hey, hun, Popeye's chicken. One word, Popeye's chicken. Go there, grab the 16-pack meal with the 3 sides. They got like red beans and rice. They had mac and cheese. They had Cajun poutine and Cajun fries. I was like, take your pick. They're all good. So she brought home this massive meal of Popeye's chicken. It was fantastic. In fact, I got it for lunch today too. There's nothing better than second day Popeye's chicken. Maybe first day Popeye's chicken is best, but second day's Popeye chicken is extremely close. So then my 14-year-old son, he decides to bust into the cornflakes and mini marshmallows, and he makes these sticky mini marshmallow like Rice Krispie treats but with cornflakes. And so we have that for dessert. But I, in my wisdom and generosity as dad, I was at the 30% off bin at Save on Foods, and I found a blueberry pie. And so there we were with this big Popeye's chicken meal, and I stuffed myself with that, and the red beans and rice were fire. Know what I'm saying? And so we had then this marshmallow Rice Krispie kind of treat, and then we had a 30% off blueberry pie. I couldn't eat it all. I had to make a decision. I had to decide between, well, I had all the sides, but then I had to decide between these marshmallow crispy things and blueberry pie. And I was full. I was done. You know what I mean? And so then we take it to the Beatitudes, and this is what you guys were asking about. What does it mean, blessed are the poor in spirit? So this is from Matthew 5, when Jesus gives the Sermon on the Mount. And he's basically laying it out. He's saying, here's a new way to live. And the first one he starts off with, he says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of God. Like, what? So you guys are asking a good question, because lots of people have asked this. And so I went back to the original Greek language. Okay, so the New Testament is all in Greek. So that's Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and then all of the letters like Paul and all the Acts of the Apostles and stuff, that's all in Greek. So I went back to the original Greek because that's what I do. And it's exactly the same. It translates, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So that didn't help. But here's what I figure, as best as I can figure. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Those are the people who realize they need God, that they don't have all the answers, and they know in their heart that their greatest need is what God has to offer. You see, just like Popeye's chicken, it's hard to get fed when you're already full. So the poor in spirit realize they're hungry, and that it's not Popeye's chicken that's going to fill the void. It comes really close to filling it, but what we're really after is what God has to give to us. And just to say, God has everything I need. I'm broken, and I know that I don't have all the answers, but God does, and God has everything I need. So that is, blessed are the poor in spirit. And you'll notice that that's the first one, because until we realize that God has everything we need and we're going to let him fill us, and then the kingdom of heaven is ours, we're not going to be merciful with somebody else unless we acknowledge that God's got to be first and fill us completely. We're not going to be able to withstand persecution until we understand who God is and how he can fill us. So all the Beatitudes that follow are all based on this thing first, that we need to empty ourselves and fill ourselves with God, not Popeye's chicken. Love you guys. I hope that helps. Just a few thoughts from Jesus Take the Wheel.